Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with another reading for the second half of March 2017. And I just wanted to let you know how I'm going about this the reading this time round. And as always, I will use my VERA SIBILLA deck, and I'll be using this first off this time. And then I have a deck that warrants a bit of an explanation. I'll show you these cards one at a time as I tell you them. They're called the Tarot of the Mystical Spiral, and it was created by an Italian called Giovanni Pelosini, and the artwork is by a man called Giuseppe Palumbo, and the notion, the thread, the theme of the spiral is really something that that talks about nature. It goes through nature in all forms, from the macrocosm of the galaxies to the microcosm of our DNA, and the entire energy of the universe acts in helicoidal motion in some way. And of course, these laws are not really fully understood, as far as I understand myself, as far as I know, because what we usually remember and think of when we talk about and imagine the spiral, these are notions that have mystified alchemists, scientists, artists, mystics, and the traditions and myths in any continent talk about in some way or another the spiral, and in a symbolic language, in a semiotic way. And even in the mystical traditions, the great mystical traditions and esoteric mystical traditions of the West and the East, is inspired by the spiral. So come with me, and let's use this initiatory deck. This is an initiatory deck. It's the symbolism shows us, it talks about, it tells us about a path of initiation, and it invites us to make a quantum leap in our consciousness, and to go there among the sage, the wise men, and understand the secrets behind Gothic cathedrals, or invites us to dance with the dervishes, or the Maoris, and meditate with the yogi, or even go travel with the Vikings, and dragons, unicorns, and sphinxes, and minotaurs, with archangels, the Knights of the Templars, and try to find out the ancient the secrets of humanity and of life itself. So come with me, and we'll use this deck to clarify. And every time I pull the cards, I'll say what the card specifically means in this deck, and try to see if we can get clarification using that. So off we go to those readings, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Leo, it's your turn. It's Christelle Martinette here with a reading for you that starts on the 16th of March. Let's see what the cards hold for you. See if I could brighten the light there. Okay. See what the cards hold for you. For the 16th to the 31st of March. I keep saying May. March. Once I said February. Does she really know what she's talking about? It's the 16th to the 31st of March for Leo. First. There is hope for communication. You're truly hoping that the communication you are seeking will be coming your way, and that is true in the beginning of that period, the 16th, 17th, and the end of 30th and the 31st. You're waiting, and there is a bit of anxiety that I'm seeing, and the feeling that perhaps the communication will not come through. There is a problem with communication, and the communication that you had with someone, some people, could be a partner, could be a business partnership, could be a family member, because I get the signs that it may be all. The issue here is that something occurred, and I tend to believe, since the widower here and the ill one are knighting each other, I tend to believe that there's a little bit of trepidation because of an illness in one of those groups, family, friends, extended family. And there's a little bit of regrets. There are regrets here with the falsità and dispiacere mirroring each other, Leo. And I see that there is, however, even if there is sadness because of an occurrence that occurred an occurrence that took place in one of these groups, your family, your friends, or extended family, there is one figure among these people who seems to be the person who keeps everything together. And I don't see this as being you. I see it as being either your partner or a relative of yours, a person nonetheless that has children. Now, a person who has children but who may be living alone now because of, either they were separated or they chose to live on their own. And what is interesting is this beautiful message with these two cards, the Imeneo, the nuptial dance, and Amica, which speaks to harmony. They're mirroring each other on next to the last row, and they talk about harmony being restored through the figure, this female figure, in some way. Now, any difficulties that you may encounter concerning either illness or a loss of a loved one or a separation, in the same period washes out as being having a very positive effect on you, so much so that your vision of life is restored with the viaggio and the fedeltà, the trip and fidelity. It's quite interesting for me to see. I'm going to take these tarot cards and have them highlight some areas. I'm going to the sadness and the falsità. Very interesting here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, two major arcana, the Emperor, and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is a terminus a quo. This is the saying that it stands for terminus a quo, terminus a quien, this point of departure and the point of arrival. You're coming full circle with you're coming to terms with something and coming full circle to the understanding of what went down with that situation. The Emperor, l'Imperatore, patria ucumque est bene, the reign, the area, is any place that you feel good at. It's telling you where you hang your hat is home. Anywhere that you feel best in that's the place, whether you're alone or with someone else. And these cards are suggesting that to you. Remember, we walk on our 2 feet. We know when we are born. We do not know where we die. But as you walk, everywhere you go is your home, is your reign. This is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles is the goddess Coatlic with the emblem of the Aztec calendar. And it's quite interesting to see that a Queen of Pentacles comes out in this spread for you, Leo, because it is the stability that suggests will emerge from the moment of taking stock that things wax and wane, they go and they come, and that everywhere you go, nonetheless, is where you call your home. It's quite interesting, These cards are a mouthful. They speak in a different language, but they interact with other decks very, very well. I'm going to look at this. I have these two cards under the decks that I didn't choose, and this is the Conversazione and Speranza, Hope. And I want to see if there's something else that they can tell us here. Ah, the Sun. There we go. Okay. This is the Sun, il Sole, the Sun, the Knight of Cups, and the Empress. So now we have both the Emperor and the Empress. Now the Sun is Lux Veritatis, which is light of truth. There is a truth that is merging that period. The Knight of Cups is a Templar. You can see that picture. That's holding up a cup to the columns, and the columns of the crypt are the spiraled shape. This is an act of devotion and love. And the Empress, what does she tell us? How does she echo the message of the Emperor? The Empress is alma mater, Mother Earth, Mother Fertility. And it seems that the cards are saying to you, look, Leo, everyone has a role. And your role, if you are a man, is that of remembering that your reign is everywhere you go. And your role, if you are a woman, is that fertility is everywhere you go. Fundamentally, the same response. I'm going to take the runes now to see what they can add to this. Wow, the Soilo is coming out a real lot, and what I really enjoy is that Keynotes is Merkstave here, and it's telling you that the future is not ours to see. The future is not yours to see, Leo. But here we have transformational value in the idea that in time, the success of your vision and the amount of communication you're able to entertain with those around you will be transformational in nature for you, and will bring you that lux veritatis, and the sun, the truth in light. And of course there is this idea of course we've got the Manats, and Manats is right over the Deliranti, and apparently there is a little bit of friction there in a relationship, but the idea of taking stock and going within to find out is going to bring you Fehu, the abundance that you need emotionally. I hope this was of help to you, Leo. Namaste, and until we read together again. Bye-bye.